Yo guys, so the control rework just got like leaked, so let's see the video with you guys, and I'm going to point out my honest review. Let's see. Okay, look at that new island. Like, it's not new, it's just the hot and cold river. Yeah, it doesn't actually look bad. And that's the new control rework. It looks so cool. Yeah, and if you look at this dude, he looks like almost like he's an android. Maybe that's a new leak of another fruit. Yeah, first thing I noticed, that goofy face from Zeolus. The dev disappointed me.
Hit the control fruit.
Oh, listen, guys. So my theory is, uh, Zeolus always uses the shadow fruit, and that's almost like a shadow weapon. So is the shadow fruit actually getting an M1? Maybe. Yeah, simply.
Hey! Destroy them.
Leave, Zeolus. Control belongs to the Red Army.
Not a chance. It's ours.
Have it your way. What the?
What?
Almost done. Done. What? Whoa. Incredible. Son? What are you doing here?
Out of my way.
Stop. Don't do this.
Too late.
Weak.
It's gonna be continuing. 3k. When the control get a second domain expansion,
That one! What? Control fruit stolen? Huh? Huh?
Control, huh? Interesting.
I give Uzoth one job and he fails?
Sir, where are you going?
Silence!
no, the
My lord.
Oh my god, did y'all just peep that insane trailer? Holy! Oh my god. Belku cooked. Everything in that trailer was peak. Me and Uzoth got pieced up by the new control boss. Man, we got sauced up. Oh yeah, my voice acting was a bit chopped, but nah, that video carried everything. It looks like Bloxus is starting to add more lore to the game, because at the end of the trailer itself as well, we got My Game 43, aka Redhead. He got mad at Uzoth. Then we got Rip Indra. He got mad at me. And we got some new faces as well. Yeah, this is about to be crazy. That was peak. All right, and now let's get into what you guys have been really waiting for, the control rework. Being able to reshape the battlefield by cutting, creating, and manipulating the space itself is what the rework is all about. And that's exactly what I'm about to show y'all right now, so let's get it. Outside of the domain, the fruit's still gonna feel threatening, but still kind of limited. These daggers can temporarily be summoned and used as deadly blades. Let me show you right now. Okay, so these are the M1s outside of the domain, and when you use them outside of the domain, they still behave like typical weapon M1s or like mythical fruit M1s. Plus they look fire. Just peep the animation, peep the VFX. Yeah, that's cold. Next up, we got the X move outside of the domain. The player dashes to
So guys, should I low-key transfer to control?
the enemy to stun them and then throws their dagger back towards the enemy with an automatic slashing effect. It also disassembles whoever is hit and reassembles them further away from you. Tell me that's not gas. All right, now we have the C move outside of the domain. You throw your dagger in a spinning motion, cutting down enemies and certain objects in your path. It also returns to you like a boomerang while pulling your enemy closer to yourself. And then last but not least, we have the F skill, which is basically the same move while you have your domain open or closed. You throw your dagger towards your current mouse position and teleport straight to it. But if you land your F move, it's a different story. Once you land your F move, you start cutting up your enemy as soon as your dagger lands on them. Keep it right now. Yes, sir. All right, and now for the most important part of the control rework, the Z move. Tap the Z move to open your gigantic domain. And peep the visuals on it. It looks so much better than before. The upgrade is insane. And then by holding the Z move, you can close it as well. And once you have your domain open, the real fun is going to start. You have two different modes you gain access to. One is the hands mode and one is the daggers mode. The hands mode purpose is for creating and controlling the battlefield. And y'all are going to see it once I showcase it. And meanwhile, the dagger mode is meant for cutting and execution. And to switch between the modes, you have to tap the Z ability while you're inside of your domain, which is also indicated by some special VFX, as you can see. All right, and while you're inside of your own domain, all of your movement related animations are changed as well. So peep the idle animation right now. It's looking mad clean.
You all thought Grow Garden can actually compete with this. Grow Garden would have never been able to reach Bloxfoot's peak.
The dashes are mad fire too. They got changed as well. And the jump animation looks fire too. Not only that, but your flash step also has a cool feature now. Whenever you flash step, the location you land at will spawn a pillar right below you. That's gonna launch you straight in the air for extra movement.
Nope. Bruh, why did I even know?
Yes, sir. All right, so just so you guys know, just like the old control, tools that are gonna allow them to make the cutting on the fruit even more crazy sometime next year. For now, I'm only showing off the cutting this fruit has to offer on the Sea Castle. But when Roblox releases their new tools, the devs can expand the cutting and make this fruit even crazier. Let's get into the M1s now for the dagger mode. By swiping your mouse, you're gonna cause a massive slash spanning over the entire screen. You can either hold it or quickly slash too. And then once you cut an object, it's gonna make it float, and you can cut it into even more tiny pieces afterwards, which is really fun. And you can also catch other players lacking inside of your domain by just slashing them with the M1s as well. Next up is the X move. Once you land it, you do a crazy combo, and I mean it's actually crazy. Look at it right now. It looks peak. Yes, sir. Now for the C move. You basically release a barrage of 3 slashes towards your mouse position. If you spread out your slashes, you create a multitude of AoE slashes. But if you use them all in the same position, the slashes expand into a massive AoE. Just like you can see right here. That was just a dagger mode. We still have to showcase the hands mode right now. All right, so let's start off with the M1s. By tapping M1, you create giant cubes. And the more you tap, the more you create. And by holding the M1, you increase the size of the cubes you spawn in. You can either throw them one by one or all at once. It don't matter. Alright, so next up we have the X move. You send a powerful shockwave in front of you. If you hit an enemy with it though, you start piecing them up with a bunch of boulders and slam them towards the ground afterwards. But if you didn't hit anybody with it, don't worry about it. You still throw a bunch of boulders at your current mouse position that do a lot of damage. Next up, we do have the C move, which is also really cool. Once you press it, you pull down the hexagons from your domain's wall and launch them towards your mouse position. You do a good bit of damage too, and it looks sick. Here's some other cool features this fruit has. Once you have your domain open, you can walk on water, dash on water, it doesn't matter. If you leave your domain, you can also bring your domain with you. And once you leave your domain and you tap Z outside of it, your domain goes to your current position. Tell me that's not fire. Next up, we got the V move. I don't really gotta explain this one since it's very similar to the previous version. However, it did get a crazy visual upgrade. Just look at how sick it looks. I definitely do not want to get hit by this move whatsoever because the devs, I don't know, they were going crazy with this move.
Imagine actually getting hit that while trying a PvP.
Now, if you hold the V move, it's a whole different story because it triggers this insane cinematic right here. Go peep it right now. Go peep. Yo. Every time I see the cinematic, I get real hype. Oh my God. Yo, oh my God. Yo, the devs really cooked with this cinematic right here. Holy. And yeah.
My question is, how did it not finish him instantly?
That pretty much sums up the crazy new control rework. It has so many new abilities, so many things to do, and it's overall just a banger top tier fruit. I really had a blast testing out all the new abilities. The fruit was extremely fun to use as well, and I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on it. I want to see nothing but W's, straight up W's in the chat for this fruit. And let me know what your favorite new feature is.
Wait, what about the Coco Sword? That's what I'm concerned about right now.
In the comment section down below. The control rework was extremely hype, but we also have another crazy feature coming to the game. Bloxus is now introducing an all-new dungeon system, which is a new PvE experience similar to raids that can be played with up to 4 players. Your goal is to clear multiple floors of enemies and bosses to gain access to the all-new trinket.
They're basically putting every single anime except One Piece
Equipment system, which I'm going to explain later on. Players will gain access to the dungeons through the dungeon realm, which is basically a hub location that can be accessed in C2 or 3, or you can just access the dungeons through the new realm teleporter in the server browser that you can see right here. And similar to the raids, you're gonna have to be level 1100 or above to join them. Once you get your squad ready, you can hop in and get started. Just make sure you're prepared because it's gonna be a lot of throwing hands. I mean a lot. Now for the cool part. After you clear each floor, you're gonna roll for special buffs that power up your characters in a special way. And these buffs are fully randomized every time you play, which is gonna make every run.
Yo guys, if I'm gonna be home, I'm actually gonna stream that. That's actually cool.
Extremely fun. Keep in mind that bosses spawn every 5 floors and they're not a joke. These bosses did not come to mess around. After you clear,
but I bet I can actually cook them with dough.
To the dungeon, you can get access to the new trinket accessories, which are gonna buff your stats and add cool extra modifiers to your builds. You can have 2 of them equipped at the same time using the new build menu. This menu summarizes all the buffs the player currently has equipped, so you no longer have to use the nerd NPC to find out what accessories or trinkets do. They each have 3 core attributes, which are base stats, grade, and modifiers. Each trinket has a base stat bonus players receive for having the item equipped. The grade of the trinket determines how strong of a stat bonus is given, and the modifiers are extra bonus effects that the trinket provides for the player outside of the base stats. And these stats are rare and more difficult to acquire. And here are some of the following actions that you can do with the trinkets. You can fuse trinkets together to increase their grade and make them more powerful. And you can also reforge your modifications by spending data to reroll their properties. However, this can only be done with grade 3 or higher trinkets. You can also scrap your trinkets in exchange for some data. Overall, these trinkets are a very sick addition to the game. Let me know your thoughts on them in the comment section down below and spam them W's, you feel me? Alright, and next up we have something for the mobile players that should improve your gameplay experience by a lot. And I'm talking about by a lot. These include a new modern control system that will be added and can be selected from the new settings gear menu if a player is detected playing on a mobile device. One of the cool things is that it allows for you to quick cast your abilities when selected, and your player will be placed in shift lock view from now on. As you guys can see, the top bar also got redesigned for ease of access. Overall, a W change, and I hope you mobile players will enjoy them as well. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to come back on Christmas, December 25th for our winter gacha and hourly free fruit event. I'll see you then. Peace.
Okay. Yo, guys, so guys, I might actually not be able to stream it because I'm not gonna be at home. But good news is I'm getting a mic, literally almost a full gaming setup. So I'm gonna be able to make better quality videos for you guys. Yeah, just stay tuned for that. I'm even gonna make a video on it. So thanks for watching and subscribe.